Jeep Grand Cherokee. The Jeep Grand Cherokee is one of those vehicles that has carved a legendary reputation in the automotive world, blending rugged off-road capabilities with a level of refinement and luxury that few SUVs can match. From the moment it was introduced in the early 1990s, the Grand Cherokee set itself apart as more than just a utility vehicle. It became a symbol of versatility, strength, and style, a vehicle that could conquer rough terrains while looking right at home parked outside a luxury hotel. Today, decades later, the Jeep Grand Cherokee remains a top choice for those who want the best of both worlds, authentic off-road capability and upscale comfort. To understand why this SUV continues to capture the imagination of drivers all over the world, we need to take a deep dive into its history, design, engineering, performance, and overall presence in the automotive market. The Grand Cherokee's story begins in 1992, when Jeep, then part of Chrysler, wanted to expand its lineup beyond the Cherokee XJ, which had already become popular for its durability and practicality. The Cherokee was compact, rugged, and well-loved, but the market was demanding something larger, more refined, and capable of competing with rising stars like the Ford Explorer. That's where the Grand Cherokee came in. It was unveiled to the world in dramatic fashion, literally driven through a glass window at the 1992 Detroit Auto Show by Chrysler President Bob Lutz, instantly making a statement that this was not just another SUV, it was bold, strong, and ready to change the game. From its very first generation, the Grand Cherokee set benchmarks. It was designed on a unibody platform instead of the traditional body-on-frame layout used by many SUVs at the time, which gave it more car-like handling while still retaining off-road strength. Jeep engineers knew they couldn't compromise its trail-ready DNA, so they included features like available four-wheel drive systems and solid ground clearance. Yet, at the same time, the Grand Cherokee was offered with a more refined interior, comfortable seating, advanced features, and smoother ride quality. This combination immediately attracted a wide range of buyers, from adventurers to families to business professionals. Throughout the years, the Grand Cherokee has evolved through multiple generations, each one building on the strengths of its predecessor while introducing modern innovations. The second generation arrived in 1999, with sleeker styling, a wider stance, and improved on-road dynamics. By then, Jeep had already established itself as a premium SUV maker, but the Grand Cherokee took that to another level, offering V8 engine options that delivered serious power along with its already respected off-road ability. The third generation, which appeared in 2005, brought even more refinement. Technology started to play a bigger role in vehicles around this time, and Jeep was no exception. The Grand Cherokee came with available navigation systems, upgraded audio systems, and electronic aids that enhanced both safety and performance. The design language became more sophisticated, appealing to a growing audience who wanted not only a capable SUV but also a stylish one. The brand also began experimenting with performance versions, such as the Grand Cherokee SRT8, which stunned enthusiasts by combining Jeep's rugged DNA with track-worthy performance, powered by a massive Hemi V8. By the time the fourth generation was introduced in 2011, the Grand Cherokee had fully embraced its dual personality, rugged off-roader and luxurious daily driver. This generation emphasized premium materials, advanced technology, and a wider range of trims that allowed customers to choose whether they wanted a utilitarian machine, a luxurious cruiser, or a performance monster. Jeep perfected its Quadra-Track and Quadra-Drive systems, providing world-class four-wheel drive capability, while also offering air suspension systems that allowed for adjustable ride heights, giving drivers the ability to raise the vehicle for off-road adventures or lower it for highway stability and efficiency. The Grand Cherokee became more than just a Jeep, it became a statement. It told the world that you could own an SUV that respected its heritage, that could climb mountains, ford rivers, and navigate rocky trails, while also being plush enough to rival European luxury SUVs. And that versatility is what has kept the Grand Cherokee relevant even as the SUV market has exploded with competition. Today's latest generation of the Grand Cherokee, introduced in the 2020s, is the most advanced and refined yet. It offers 2- and 3-row configurations, giving buyers more flexibility depending on their family or lifestyle needs. The exterior design is bold and modern, with sleek lines, a confident stance, and unmistakable Jeep identity thanks to the 7-slot grille and muscular proportions. Inside, the cabin has reached new heights of luxury, with soft touch materials, premium leather options, open-core wood accents, and cutting-edge technology. The infotainment system is one of the most advanced in its class, featuring large touchscreens, wireless smartphone integration, and a host of connectivity options that make every drive enjoyable. Rear seat entertainment systems, panoramic sunroofs, and ambient lighting add to the upscale experience. Performance-wise, the Grand Cherokee continues to offer a wide range of powertrains. From efficient V6 engines to powerful version 8s, and now even electrified options like plug-in hybrids under the 4Z badge, Jeep ensures that there's a version for everyone. The 4Z model, in particular, is a game-changer, combining traditional Jeep off-road capability with eco-friendly electric power. It can travel short distances on pure electric mode, making it practical for city driving, while still being able to handle rugged trails with confidence. This move toward electrification shows Jeep's commitment to adapting to the future while staying true to its roots. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Grand Cherokee is its ability to offer specialized trims that appeal to different buyers. For example, the Trailhawk trim is designed specifically for off-road enthusiasts, with skid plates, tow hooks, all-terrain tires, and Jeep's most advanced 4x4 systems. On the other end of the spectrum, the Summit Reserve trim focuses on ultimate luxury, with premium seating surfaces, advanced driver assistance features, and a near-silent cabin that competes with some of the best luxury SUVs in the world. Then there are performance-focused models like the Grand Cherokee Trackhawk, which is powered by a supercharged 6.2-liter Hellcat V8, producing over 700 horsepower and making it one of the most powerful SUVs ever built. The Trackhawk is proof that Jeep isn't afraid to push boundaries, offering a vehicle that can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 3 seconds while still being able to crawl over rocks and dirt trails. Beyond the hardware, the Grand Cherokee has also become a cultural icon. It is a favorite among celebrities, adventurers, families, and businesspeople alike. It appears in movies, music videos, and TV shows, further cementing its image as a desirable SUV. Owners appreciate the sense of freedom it provides, knowing that they can handle any driving situation, whether that's a snowstorm in the mountains, a long highway road trip, or a spontaneous off-road detour. That sense of confidence and versatility is what makes the Grand Cherokee so appealing. Safety has also become a major focus in recent generations. The Grand Cherokee now comes loaded with driver assistance technologies like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, forward collision warning with automatic braking, and more. These features not only enhance safety but also make long-distance driving easier and more comfortable. Jeep has made sure that while the Grand Cherokee embraces luxury and technology, it doesn't forget the fundamentals of providing a secure and capable ride. Another important factor that has kept the Grand Cherokee at the forefront of the SUV market is its balance between tradition and innovation. Jeep understands the loyalty of its fanbase, people who value the brand's heritage and expect certain qualities like ruggedness, durability, and authenticity. At the same time, Jeep recognizes that to compete globally, it must offer modern amenities, efficient powertrains, and luxurious touches. The Grand Cherokee perfectly embodies this balance, making it one of the most well-rounded SUVs available today. When you look at the competition, it's clear why the Grand Cherokee continues to stand out. Rivals like the Ford Explorer, Toyota Highlander, and Honda Pilot may offer practicality and comfort, but they can't match the Jeep's authentic off-road pedigree. Meanwhile, luxury brands like BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Audi may deliver refinement and performance, but they often lack the rugged toughness that Jeep brings to the table. The Grand Cherokee uniquely occupies a space that allows it to appeal to both mainstream buyers and premium-seeking customers. The Jeep Grand Cherokee is not just about specs and features, it's about the experience. Driving one feels different from driving any other SUV. There's a sense of history in its design, a connection to Jeep's legendary past, and a promise of adventure in its DNA. When you sit behind the wheel, you're not just in an SUV, you're in a machine built to take you places few vehicles dare to go. It instills confidence, whether you're navigating city streets, highways, or unpaved trails. That emotional connection is something that can't easily be measured in numbers, but it's one of the key reasons why the Grand Cherokee continues to win hearts. Looking ahead, the future of the Grand Cherokee seems bright. With electrification on the rise, Jeep is committed to offering more hybrid and electric options that deliver performance while reducing environmental impact. The 4Z platform is just the beginning, and as battery technology improves, we can expect even more impressive capabilities. At the same time, Jeep will undoubtedly continue to refine luxury and performance aspects, ensuring that the Grand Cherokee remains competitive in a crowded market. In summary, the Jeep Grand Cherokee is much more than just an SUV. It's a symbol of versatility, blending rugged off-road heritage with modern luxury and technology. From its dramatic debut in 1992 to its current status as one of the most advanced SUVs in the world, it has consistently set benchmarks and captured the imagination of drivers everywhere. Whether you're looking for a family vehicle, a capable off-roader, a performance powerhouse, or a luxury cruiser, there is a Grand Cherokee that fits your needs. Its enduring popularity is proof of its exceptional design and engineering, and it continues to embody the spirit of adventure and freedom that Jeep stands for. The Grand Cherokee is not just built to drive, it's built to explore, to conquer, and to win. The Jeep Grand Cherokee is a vehicle that has long stood as a pillar in the SUV world, a machine that perfectly blends ruggedness with refinement, tradition with innovation, and adventure with comfort. For decades, it has been an icon of versatility, a true all-rounder that manages to cater to families, off-road enthusiasts, luxury seekers, and performance lovers alike. To fully appreciate what the Grand Cherokee represents today, we have to look back at where it came from, how it evolved over time, and why it continues to be one of the most beloved SUVs on the road. When the Grand Cherokee was first revealed in the early 1990s, it was not simply another addition to the Jeep lineup. It was a statement. Jeep already had the Cherokee XJ, which was practical, compact, and adored for its rugged reliability. But the automotive market was shifting. Drivers wanted SUVs that weren't just tough and capable but also comfortable, stylish, and versatile enough to serve as family cars and long-distance cruisers. Jeep knew it had to build something bigger, more refined, yet still true to its adventurous spirit. That's how the Grand Cherokee was born, and its dramatic debut in 1992 told the world that Jeep was ready to lead. Bob Lutz, then president of Chrysler, famously drove the very first Grand Cherokee through a glass wall at the Detroit Auto Show, instantly shocking the audience and cementing its place as a bold new chapter in Jeep's history. This wasn't just about selling an SUV, it was about showing the world that Jeep could push boundaries, blend categories, and create something entirely new. The first-generation Grand Cherokee set itself apart by using a unibody construction instead of the traditional body-on-frame design seen in many rivals. That choice gave it more car-like handling and ride quality while still retaining ruggedness. Buyers who wanted something with true off-road ability but didn't want to sacrifice daily comfort suddenly had the perfect option. The Grand Cherokee wasn't just about capability, it was about choice. Jeep offered multiple trims, engines, and four-wheel drive systems, allowing buyers to customize their SUV depending on their needs. Some wanted an affordable family hauler, others wanted luxury, and some wanted raw off-road performance. The Grand Cherokee delivered all of that, and it did so with a sense of style that helped it stand out from the crowd. As the years went on, the Grand Cherokee continued to evolve. By the time the second generation arrived in 1999, it was clear that Jeep was determined to balance tradition with modernity. The styling was sleeker, the ride was smoother, and technology started to become a bigger part of the experience. This generation also introduced more powerful engines, including available V8 options that gave it impressive towing capability and highway performance. Yet, even as it became more refined, Jeep made sure it didn't lose its off-road edge. Quadra-Track and Quadra-Drive four-wheel drive systems gave it exceptional traction in tough conditions, and its ground clearance ensured it could handle trails that most competitors wouldn't dare attempt. Then came the third generation in 2005, and by this point, the Grand Cherokee had established itself as one of the most versatile SUVs in the world. Luxury was now a bigger focus. Interiors became more premium, offering leather seating, wood trim, and advanced infotainment features that appealed to buyers who might otherwise consider European luxury SUVs. But Jeep also made sure performance enthusiasts weren't left behind. The Grand Cherokee SRT8 was born, and it changed the game by proving that an SUV could be both rugged and blisteringly fast. With its Hemi V8 engine, lowered suspension, and aggressive styling, the SRT8 gave Jeep fans a taste of muscle car performance in an SUV package. The fourth generation, launched in 2011, marked another leap forward. This version embraced a wider audience than ever before. It was bigger, more stylish, and loaded with cutting-edge features. Jeep introduced an available air suspension system that allowed drivers to adjust ride height depending on whether they were on the highway or the trail. Luxury trims like the Overland and Summit delivered an upscale experience, while models like the Trailhawk were built specifically for hardcore off-roaders. Jeep was smart enough to realize that the Grand Cherokee didn't need to be just one thing, it could be many things to many people. That's part of its magic. It could be the family SUV, the weekend trail warrior, the luxury cruiser, or the performance beast, depending on which version you chose. The Trackhawk, introduced later in the fourth generation, took performance to an entirely new level, powered by a supercharged 6.2-liter Hellcat V8 producing over 700 horsepower. It was one of the fastest and most powerful SUVs ever built. The fact that Jeep, a brand rooted in rugged utility, built an SUV capable of going from 0 to 60 in just over 3 seconds showed just how versatile the Grand Cherokee platform had become. It was proof that Jeep wasn't just keeping up with the competition, it was setting new benchmarks. By the time the fifth generation debuted in the 2020s, the Grand Cherokee had become a global icon. This latest generation is the most advanced, luxurious, and capable version yet. Jeep now offers it in both 2-row and 3-row configurations, giving families even more flexibility. The design is sharper and more modern, but it still retains the signature Jeep identity with its 7-slot grille and bold stance. The interior rivals that of premium European SUVs, with soft leather, real wood, and high-end technology everywhere you look. Large digital displays, advanced connectivity, wireless smartphone integration, and premium audio systems create an experience that feels thoroughly modern while still maintaining Jeep's authenticity. Performance options are wider than ever. The standard V6 provides a balance of power and efficiency, while available V8 engines deliver serious muscle. But perhaps the most significant development is the introduction of the 4Z plug-in hybrid model. This version combines a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with electric motors to provide both efficiency and capability. It can run short distances purely on electricity, making it perfect for city driving, yet still offers Jeep's legendary 4-wheel drive systems for off-road adventures. It represents the future of the brand, sustainable, powerful, and versatile. Even today, the Grand Cherokee continues to stand apart from its rivals. Many SUVs have become soft, focusing only on comfort and forgetting their roots. The Grand Cherokee refuses to compromise. It can be as luxurious as a high-end European SUV, as powerful as a muscle car, and as capable as a dedicated off-roader, all in one package. That balance is rare, and it's what keeps the Grand Cherokee so desirable. Whether you're driving through city streets, cruising on the highway, or tackling rocky mountain trails, the Grand Cherokee feels at home. The Jeep Grand Cherokee is more than just a vehicle, it's an idea, a lifestyle, and a legacy that has been built carefully across decades. It has reached a point where people don't just buy it for the specs or the badge, but for the story it tells and the confidence it inspires. The fact that it has remained one of Jeep's best-selling and most recognized models for so long proves just how well it balances all of its qualities. Every generation has added something new, and every model year has refined the formula. For drivers, that means they can choose the version that fits their life without ever worrying about whether the vehicle will let them down. Take the off-road community, for example. Jeep is a brand that has always carried weight in the world of adventure. From the World War II Willys to today's lineup, Jeep represents exploration, durability, and go anywhere confidence. The Grand Cherokee, despite its luxury touches, has never abandoned that heritage. With trims like the Trailhawk, it continues to offer features like tow hooks, skid plates, locking differentials, and special suspension tuning. Add to that Jeep's Quadra-Lift air suspension and its select terrain traction management system, and you get a vehicle that can crawl over rocks, plow through mud, and handle snow or sand as if it were built specifically for it. This is what sets the Grand Cherokee apart from many of its rivals, which look rugged but can't deliver when the pavement ends. Yet the same Grand Cherokee that can scale mountains can also glide down highways with the smoothness of a luxury sedan. Jeep has paid incredible attention to noise insulation, suspension comfort, and interior refinement. Drivers are treated to a quiet, composed ride, and passengers can enjoy. Thanks for watching.